Hi, big fan of you and Joey for the last 6, 7 years. You guys changed my life. Thank you very much, man. I'm a 24-year-old poker player. Made 80K within these years online. No school, no formal education. I'm from Europe. I've never played live poker. Is it worth to ever fly to Vegas with intentions to make money on the tables? Are the games so soft that you can make tens of thousands playing 5, 10, maybe 10, 25? How to navigate the transition? Is it worth it from the financial perspective? How pros of the lodge are doing? I've had big life travel expenses, I suppose. I would have big life and travel expenses, I suppose. And slow pace of live poker seems impossible to make enough to support the idea of making decent profit after living costs. What do you think of live poker? Okay. So let's take it from the top. To start off with, thank you very much for the kind words. I'm glad I had a positive impact on your life. And congrats. Like the fact that you're able to make that much in at your young age, it shows you're good at the game and you approach it the right way. And I'm happy for you. As for playing live poker, so I think Vegas is actually a really not good place to go play live poker unless you're going to be able to play at some really high stakes stuff and private games and stuff. The reason is that most of the people in Vegas are trying to play competitively, and it tends to be a very nitty rock fiesta. And I lived there for many years, and I can say that the lower stakes stuff in Vegas is just not good compared to lower stakes stuff in places like California or Texas or Florida. I feel pretty strongly about that. So I would not recommend Vegas. As for can you make it or not, starting somewhere around 2.5 or maybe 5.10, you can make a good living playing live poker. The generally accepted win rate for someone, that's pretty good. Generally accepted win rate for a good live pro is around 10 big blinds per hour if you're very talented. So, if you're playing 5.10, you could potentially be winning $100 an hour. So $100 an hour, you could definitely live off of. But that's, again, if you're good, you're playing well, all that kind of stuff. The tougher part, to get to the negatives here, the tougher part for you is going to be live poker, and particularly higher stakes live poker, has increasingly turned into people want to pick who they play with. And particularly in America, there is generally a negative stigma towards European professionals. Now, that's not true for all of them. I think like if you're going to play 2.5, you're probably able to go to pretty much any city and play in some 2.5 games, and it's not going to matter. There will be games running you can play. But if you want to play 5, 10, 10, 20 plus, it's going to start to become, can you network well? And so you need to be able to build a persona somewhat. That's going to mean interacting with people and being willing to maybe play some hands that you would not play that are not plus EV, or like throw some straddles in there or joke around or whatever it might be. Because if you don't have that skill set, then the players, the recreational players, are not really going to want to play with you. So I don't like that it's like that, right? I'm not over here saying that's what it should be, but the reality is that losing players get to choose who they lose their money to. So back to the premise, I think 2.5 or 5.10-ish, those stakes-ish, in Florida, Texas, or California, you have some good opportunities there, and you can definitely make a good living. I think to get higher than that, you have to work on your soft skills, and you're going to have to be able to build a persona that lets you do that successfully. So I would say you're like, unlike some of these other questions, if you were able to make that much online, you're going to be skilled enough, right? Like you're going to be talented enough to beat them. So I'm not worried about you with that. I think your win rate will be good. Oh, as we have it all in here. Okay. I think your win rate will be good. So that should be fine. It's going to come down to balancing those soft skills with, of course, the expenses of travel and everything. So best of luck. Either way, I think it's a fine decision to go. And yeah, good luck on your poker journey.